Hi guys, welcome back. We have another Dear Jessica letter, and this one is from a classmate that I went to college with. He was part of the sociology club that I created with the professor and two other students, Judy and Maria. And we did a lot of different activities together, and he was such a sweet guy. And I do remember him saying that he had some problems. This is the award I won, by the way. Um, So I reached out to him because I figured why not see if he would want to do an interview, and he said yes. And so now we're meeting at the college campus tomorrow. That's why I'm posting this one today. And we are going to do an interview. And it's my first in-person on-camera interview. I've done a couple that are audio only, and I'm working on editing those. But this is my first on-camera. I've got someone recording it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Victor. But let's read your letter and see what's going on. All right. Dear Jessica, I hope you're doing well today. I'm just writing this letter to introduce myself to you. I was doing fine from 9th grade till 11th grade. However, I became diagnosed with schizophrenia in my senior year of high school when I was 18 years old at the time. Yet, I was struggling with my mental health issues months before my diagnosis. I was experiencing auditory and visual hallucinations along with delusions. I was hearing voices in my head and seeing people that other people did not see. The voices were telling me that I was Harry Potter, and they gave me orders. I would see characters from the Harry Potter movies and books. I was doing so bad that my teachers had to freeze my grades. I somehow managed to graduate from high school. However, shortly after being diagnosed, my symptoms became worse and severe. I had to be hospitalized as a result. After some time, I got admitted to CSUN, but had to leave on academic leave for not being mentally stable enough to continue. Years later, I started school at Moreno Valley College, where we met, and was able to graduate with 2 associate's degrees, one in music and one in history. As in spite of still having to deal with my symptoms, so he did all of that, and he still had his symptoms while he was doing that. I remember meeting him and him having some issues, and he was just, you couldn't even tell that there was anything wrong. I only knew because he had opened up to me about it, but he still did great. So in spite of having to deal with my symptoms, by the way, I have been struggling with my mental health for 12 years now. I even managed to get admitted into UC Riverside and decided to major in history with a concentration in Latin American history. I passed my courses with good grades, but I had a relapse that got me hospitalized again. From the hospital, I went to a mental health facility in View Heights, and from there to a boarding care. I was even placed under conservatorship as a result of my most recent crisis. Luckily, after spending some time at the boarding care, I was able to go back home with my parents. I went to court for that. I am now under medication for my mental health disorder. However, one medication in particular was causing me sedation and drowsiness. In other words, it made me feel tired and sleepy throughout the day. On the flip side, I'm going through a change in medicine, and I no longer feel sleepy or tired during the day. However, I do feel sleepy and tired in the evening from 4 p.m. onward. The medicine that is causing me to be sleepy is being reduced until it's tapered off, and I'm going to take another medication in lieu of that one. Sincerely, Victor Ortiz. Wow, Victor! I never ever would have known all of that was going on. Holy crap. Are you okay? I'll find out tomorrow. I can't wait to hear a lot more about your story and about everything that you've gone through. You are incredibly resilient in your everyday life, and I don't have any experience with any type of symptoms that you are personally going through. I have bipolar disorder, so it's a little bit different. So I look forward to meeting with you tomorrow and hearing your story a little bit more. But for now, peace, love, buttercups. Bye, guys.